Good morning. Before we write our final stories, we're going to have another look at punctuating dialogue. We've done this before, but it's really important that we get it right. So we're going to identify what dialogue is, discuss what punctuation is required, and use inverted commas accurately. In your stories, the characters are probably going to speak to each other. So I did a little scene here, Red Riding Hood. Oh, Grandma, what a funny hat you have. All the better to hide my ears. Not that there's anything strange about them. Perfectly normal ears, these. Normal. When we use speech, we must, in our writing, there are very exact rules that we must follow. So what punctuation does this need? I can see for miles from up here, said Humpty. Have a go in your books, see if you can get that punctuation right. Pause the video, and when you're done, press play. So let's see if you've got everything there. So at the beginning, we've got inverted commas before the first word. Here they are. And although they don't look like it on here, these are the ones that perhaps look like a little 66. Then we've got a comma inside the inverted commas. So before the next set of inverted commas, we've got this ordinary comma. Then we've got inverted commas at the end of the spoken part and a full stop at the end. So for that particular sentence, that bit of dialogue, that bit of speech, you need all of those features in place for it to be right. This comma can also be an exclamation mark or a question mark, as long as the speech is a question. So, I can see for miles from up here, said Humpty. We've got a comma. Blimey, I can see for miles from up here, exclaimed Humpty. So we've got an exclamation mark there. And finally, what can I see from up here? Asked Humpty. He was asking a question, so we need a question mark. Right, in your books, correctly punctuate these three sentences. What could I eat for breakfast? Asked Goldilocks. Leave my porridge alone, shouted Mummy Bear. I like trains, said Baby Bear. So work out what punctuation you need. Write those out with the punctuation in them. When you're done, press play. So this is what we should have. Inverted commas, what could I eat for breakfast? Question mark, inverted commas, asked Goldilocks, full stop. Inverted commas, leave my porridge alone, exclamation mark, inverted commas, shouted Mummy Bear, full stop. I like trains, comma, inverted commas, said Baby Bear. So this is a question, this is an exclamation, and this is just Baby Bear saying something, so we can see what different punctuation we need. In those sentences, where is the speech and where is the part that tells you who's speaking? Could you do it another way? And is that a good idea? Have a little think. Well, we could put this part at the beginning. So then we'd have Goldilocks asked, what could I eat for breakfast? Mummy Bear shouted, leave my porridge alone. Baby Bear said, I like trains. And there's nothing wrong in English with that. It just doesn't work very well in a piece of writing. So please try not to, or don't in fact, put that at the beginning of the sentence. I do not want to see Goldilocks said, Mummy Bear said, Baby Bear said, like that. Because it's boring and it ends up looking like a play script. And this looks much, much better and will make your writing much, much better. So let's try and do it this way, please. Right, there's an extra thing we can do. You have to concentrate. If you get it right, your writing, oh, that's a strange way of spelling your writing will shine. So how could you punctuate this sentence? I'm not sure, pondered Daddy Bear, whether I should eat you or thank you for saving me from that porridge. Pondered Daddy Bear is in the middle of what Daddy Bear is saying. How are we going to do this? So this is just the same as we had before. I'm not sure, or inverted commas, I'm not sure, comma, inverted commas, pondered Daddy Bear. And then we've got another comma because the speech is continuing. Another inverted comma because we're starting to write what he actually said again. whether I should eat you or thank you for saving me from that porridge. We've now got a full stop at the end before the inverted commas because that is the end of our sentence. So in your books, have a go at punctuating this. Please don't try to hurt me, said Goldilocks softly, as I am very skilled at karate and will surely beat you. And finally, we need to think about new speaker, new line, which I know I've talked about many times before, but it's super important. And this is the reason why, if we look at this, can we really tell exactly who is speaking, or does it get a bit confusing? I'm pretty sure I'm stronger than you, retorted Daddy Bear. I don't think so, Goldilocks replied. You'll say I'm stronger than any man thanks to eating all the bear porridge. Well, I'd like to see you try, I bet you would. It's difficult to tell in here who is speaking. So what we need to do is make sure we've got our new speaker on our new line. So Daddy Bear speaks. I'm pretty sure I'm stronger than you, retorted Daddy Bear. New speaker, new line. I don't think so, Goldilocks replied. You'll see I'm stronger than any man, thanks to eating all the bear porridge. So here, we stay on the same line because it's the same person speaking. Then new speaker, new line down here. Well, I'd like to see you try, challenged Daddy Bear. And again, new speaker, new line here. I bet you would, sneered Goldilocks. If you look in any book, this is how speech is laid out, and we really need to make sure that we're doing it. We should not be starting speech in the middle of a line. So all we need to do is look at the plans that you made yesterday for the writing you're going to do tomorrow. Find a part of your story where you think the characters are going to speak to each other and write their conversation using the correct punctuation. Then tomorrow you'll be able to sort of drop that conversation straight into your story, which will save you time and you'll have had time to really check it through to make sure that punctuation is right. And I'll see you tomorrow.